And welcome back. Today I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8. This is the brand new watch. Yeah, I am not a fan of watches. I don't really wear much jewelry to begin with. But I am curious about this one. I've heard a lot of good stuff about it, and yeah, want to check it all out. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below just in case you guys are interested, and hopefully I can get you guys some kind of coupon code, so be sure to look in the description below. So first thing you do get is you do get a charging cable, and these charging cables are always very specific to these smartwatches. So look at that. It looks like it's gonna be like one of those magnetic ones that you just sit it on there, so not too bad. On the top here, you do have a quick start guide, which typically I never read through it, but I might have to look at this stuff just because I've never really played with some of these. I played with some smartwatches before, but not some of these higher end ones. I do have a Samsung phone. I am a fan of Samsung products, and it should sync me into their entire ecosystem here. So yeah. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. So yeah, first thing I do is I just plop it out, and didn't break it, but there it is. Check out the glass on this thing. That's pretty nice. It actually feels very light. I was expecting it to have some weight, but it doesn't really have any weight. You do have the arms here, so you're just supposed to like clip them in, I guess, and that should be it. So oh yeah, there you go. So I just clip it in, and it looks like that's it. And I think if I want to remove them, there's just this button right here. I just push and hold that button, and then it just comes off that easily. So just in case you want to switch to different bands and stuff, that's actually pretty nice. I like that a lot. So okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this thing in and see how this thing works. So first thing I have to say is the watch feels pretty good. Typically, anytime I've ever worn a watch in the past, the band here goes over the top and then has another part where it holds it. This one just kind of tucks inside, so there's no extra thing outside, so it's actually pretty good. There is a little bit of weight once you do have it on, so it's very interesting here. If you do hold that power button on the top, I'm guessing it should turn on, or is it gonna be the bottom? There's only two buttons on this thing, so it's gonna do either one or the other. So there you go, it's gonna be, I just hit them both. And of course I have it upside down, so let's go ahead and flip this thing around. So there we go, everything's turning on. It says Galaxy Watch 6 CE. Check for pairing pop-up on your Galaxy smartphone. If you don't see the pop-up, connect the Galaxy wearable or Bluetooth settings. So yeah, I don't have any wearables on my phone, so let's go ahead and see if it pops up or not. So when I do open up the Bluetooth settings, it is the Galaxy 8 right there, so I'm just gonna click on this. I'm gonna hit allow, and it looks like the wearables is now, oh yeah, the wearable app just opened up and it's not doing its thing, so it's not confirming the code. Now this code, of course, is going to change for every single one. The phone, the app here, or I should say the watch here is actually vibrating when it was doing that. So it says check your phone for complete settings, for setup, and yeah, there we go. So setup for myself, setup for a child. So I'm gonna do it for myself. This is all the stuff that you get: notifications, phone calls, SMS, contact, calendar, nearby devices. So I'm just gonna hit agree, and now it's gonna say connecting the device. So everything seems pretty simple and straightforward. So here we go. It says for your review, Samsung conditions, you got to make sure you just agree to stuff like that. Wearable privacy, send diagnosis is optional, agree to automatic updates. So I would of course turn that on, agree to automatic updates again, and then continue. So certain things like that you're going to want to do. And then it just says getting info from your Google account. So I'm going to continue, use my fingerprint, and let it do its thing. Okay, so now that this is on, there's some apps here that's gonna say, do you want to install this? So you have like YouTube Music, Trails, WhatsApp Messenger, Kakao Messenger, Google Messages, Google Wallet. So a couple things here. Then it says some play top picks, so just some other apps here that you can do. So I'm just gonna hit continue. automatic watch backup. I'm gonna hit next, continue, and then just let it do its thing here. So everything on the phone is pretty self-explanatory, very, very easy. It's not really complicated. So just follow the screen. If you don't want something, uncheck it. If you want something extra, check it. And then once you get through the whole initial thing, then you could really start exploring to see what the details are. So of course, when you get these smart watches, you're getting it for reasons like calls, contacts, notifications. So I would just allow everything on here. It says choose a wrist and position how you do. So left is where I have it, button position's on the right. So that's exactly where I have it. I'm gonna hit next. And this says track your stress, your vesicular system, understand your sleep better. So if you have this on while you're sleeping, that's what you could do. Take your running to the next level. So a lot of stuff with health related stuff, it's gonna be very nice on this stuff. For emergency calls, you're gonna have some shortcuts for that. And then for your phone calls or whatever, that's all right there. Very easy. Let it finish up. I wanna say that literally took maybe like 10 seconds just to do that final step. And it says here, you're all set. It has my watch, 67%. Check your heart rhythm, your vital, everything. Download app if I want. So if I click on download app, it's gonna open up the Google Play Store. So install app to watch. I'm gonna hit install there. And then from here, from the same category, I could do several things here. So theme park, smart tutors, cafe, just a bunch of random little things here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out. You got some tips about your watch. If you do click on this, you can customize it. Right now, this thing is starting, so it gives you like the basic one. But if you want something different, like an analog, subdials, animated, classic, yeah, very cool how this is. Now I'm gonna put the phone down for a second to look at the watch. The watch is saying take a tour, so let's hit start. And then here's your phone, or your watch, I guess. Swipe down, and it's gonna open up some settings here. So it looks like your power, your settings button, and some other features. To find your apps, you hit next, and then it says swipe up from the bottom edge, and here is all your apps. So like your fitness stuff like that. So very, very cool. It says, now let's learn about tiles. So you got to swipe from right to left. And this is all your health stuff. So anything with your heart rate, your sleep, your stress, everything's really, really cool there. It's very simple to find. And then your notifications, you're going to swipe from left to right. Right now it says nothing. So yeah, pretty easy. Swipe right from the edge to go back to the previous screen. So if I want to go backwards, it just does, just keep swiping to the right and it's going to open up. It says here, press the home button where it's going to be at the top right of the right side of your wrist. And this will come right back to it. So the screen is actually beautiful, how clean this is. Look how simple this looks, very easy. I have a little red button thing here flashing. So it says tips, get more tips and review the manual. Yeah, let me see. I'll hit that home button, or I can click on the tips thing. So it says get more tips and review to manual, and then show on phone. I don't really care about that, so I'm going to close that. Customize service. Some of your watch apps will be personalized. So cool. And no more notifications. So yeah, very, very nice. I really like how simple this is. It's very just very basic. Now for here, how did I get to that screen? I hit the calendar. Oh, that's very, very cool. So anything that I'm doing here, it has the date and it shows my calendar for the day. If I want to add something, I could just hit add, and it's accessing everything on my phone directly to here. So that's super cool. And I'm not going to add anything here. So let me just go ahead and hit the home button to get out. So if I scroll up, this is going to be like all the app stuff. I could choose what I want. I have this open, so I'm going to hit close all. So that will close all. This is the phone, contacts, my messages. If I open this up, it'll open up all my messages. So it says start chat. I could open something up here, and then I could just pick somebody and then just start texting away. So very nice. Here is your battery power saving. So I'm going to turn that off. This one's going to be always on display, vibration mode. This little pie guy here is going to be for your sleep, theater. Yeah, very nice. The settings option is your Samsung account. And from here, you got your connections, notifications, display, everything that you have on your phone at the very, very top. That's where you're going to find everything. So this is actually very, very cool. And the response on this thing is pretty sweet. So if I do swipe over, there's more options here. So this is the first page. Second page here, you have a light, it looks like. So touch the screen to change brightness. Oh, that's cool. Swipe, and then you could use the touch bezel to change the brightness too. So cool. Very, very nice. I hit the home button to get out. You do have brightness for the thing, mute, Wi-Fi. Yeah, everything looks pretty cool. Bluetooth if you have a headphones, airplane mode, NFC if you want to pay. So whatever you want to pay for this thing, that's pretty nice. If you click the top, it shows you the status and how much battery you have left. And then let's come up here to the right. So this is all my health stuff. So energy score, my sleep, breathing, my heart rate. So just curious on how, let's see if I do this, learn more. It says allow Samsung. Yes, let's go ahead and allow. And then just allow. So anytime you want to use these options, you obviously have to just allow everything if you want it to work. Now it says here you have to set up this thing on the phone. So I'm just going to hit OK. And then now my phone just opened up. So I'm going to hit accept. And I'm not going to do this now, but you set up a profile. And then once you're done setting it up, then you should be able to do whatever you want from there. So very, very nice. Now just coming back here to the phone itself, you do have your watch settings and everything on that display here that I was showing you. This will be like an easier thing to look at. About the watch, any kind of software updates, reset, transfer watch to new phone, whatever it is that you're going to want, it's going to be right here. You can just close these notifications, not now for the tips. So pretty cool. Again, when you click on the watch, this is where you're gonna have all the options. If you click on this, this is your favorites. So right now I'm using like a minimal log. Let's go ahead and do like something a little different. Let's do this Galaxy avatar animation. So I just hit update. Let's see how long this actually takes. And you'll see a little bar here that's actually downloading. So what it's doing is it's downloading from the web, the Samsung App Store. And then once it's done, then it's going to transfer it over to the watch itself. Now here we go. I actually have a call that's coming in. So it says Google. I have the call right there. I have this call right here. So if I just hit hang up, there you go, and just slide it up and it hangs up. So that's pretty nice. Everything is like real time. It's very fast and easy, so very, very cool. Okay, so here we go. It did take a few minutes. It did say it was right now copying and updating something. It looks like this thing is almost done. I probably have like another maybe 10% going. So yeah, so pretty close. This thing has a notification, update watch, copying update, copying the update, and it looks like it's doing its thing here. So if I open the app, it just says time left. What's new? So these are just some of the updates that the UI is doing. So right now oh yeah, look at this. It gives me a time, the percentage, everything that the firmware updates that the watch is doing. And then at the same time, I'm also downloading this thing. So yeah, I'll go back to the home page because this thing is about to change any second now. Okay, so I thought like once I downloaded it, it would automatically do it. But for some reason, it kind of stopped the seconds thing. And now it's doing this animated avatar thing, which is, I don't know, it's kind of okay, I guess, like for kids will like it. And it's pointing to the thing here saying that there's an update that's happening through. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of interactive and stuff. So yeah, not bad. Now, of course, if I want something else, if I want to change it to something else, I could just click on something and then it says update. And then I'm either going to start downloading it or it's going to start updating itself. So I do think it's kind of funny how it's like pointing at it saying like, hey, you have a notification right here. Go ahead and play with it. Now, the one thing I know people are going to ask is what if, oh, here's an update. It's already telling me I need to update it. What if I want to reset my watch? So here is your watch faces, app screens, tips, tiles, quick panel. So it's going to be right here in watch settings. You want to come here to the bottom where it says about watch. And then right here, you want to do a reset and then reset. So this is removes, delete all data on your watch. Once you reset your watch, you can no longer find it on Find My Watch. Your data will be backed up to your phone before the watch is reset. So I'm going to hit reset anyway. And then now this thing is resetting. This thing is now deleting. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think. Something like this, for me, again, I could see maybe like people who are nurses, people who work in hospitals, maybe for school, truck drivers. This could be really good. I do travel a lot and I do like a lot of stuff. For me, this isn't something that I would use, but the watch is extremely nice, very good. It's not heavy at all. If I was a watch person, I definitely would use it, even if I didn't need all the features. But yeah, I have to say it's pretty nice and neat how this thing is. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below. There should always be some discounts, so I'm gonna try to hook you guys up with something. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Have you guys ever used one of the Samsung Galaxy smartwatches? I know iPhone has their own ecosystem. Have you guys used any of these high-end smartwatches before? So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.